Okay, so I hope my screen is still visible.
Yes.
Okay. So this is about the development of mathematical
Please go
models.
to slideshow now.
Yeah,
F5.
it is in slideshow room.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
of
Now
course
it
it
is
is.
not.
Okay, fine. Once again, very good day to you. So this is development of mathematical models and information systems of employment coordination in the labor market. Of course, this topic is particularly associated with this country. So I would like to dedicate this especially for this staff members and young researchers. So this is the abstract. We would be experiencing a classification of regulatory methods in order to maintain a stable balance of the labor market. So here we were trying to investigate a stochastic mathematical model of self-organization in the labor market. So this is a methodology especially for studying the sustainability of mathematical models of LMR, labor market regulation. So here we would be giving some steps and then we would maintain the stability. So here we have a set of software especially designed to develop and optimize the
Please don't question,
employment
sir.
and
Let me
labor
put the
relations
call
using the
down.
methods and mathematical models in
Till
the
1
study.
o'clock it is there. Okay, bye.
So, according to this International Labour Organization, at the moment, right now, as far as the current situation is concerned, 1.44 billion inhabitants of the globe are not provided with a permanent employment. Like many, we are experiencing like freelancers, and of course, in order to solve this problem, at least we need approximately 475 million new jobs that should be created in the next decade. So, this was especially evaluated in this country, and it has ratified that 14 conventions of this international labor organizations have been brought forward. So in the 105th convention, it has been given on the elimination of forced labor. Even in the 187th convention, it is given on urgent basis to prohibit and eliminate severe forms of child labor. So in spite of these drastic and forceful practices, of course the president has dated 24/17 on the measures he has given to organize activities of the Ministry of Employment and Labor Relations of the Republic, and other decisions were also adopted. But still, these issues were still needs to be solved even. So we need systemic analysis of the issue of harmonization of labor relations based on the modeling of employment, and definitely we need analysis of more and more approaches to labor relations based on the modeling of the employment. And you have to also consider about proposing an adaptive approach based on the automated systems. So of course we need development of models to collaborate and coordinate with the labor relations, and of course you need to experiment the results as well. And for this coordination, we need to implement this imitation, stochastic, as well as conceptual mathematical models, especially for algorithms, and of course for the optimization of employment of the population. Of course, we are going to consider the labor relations as well. So for this, we have some tasks for performing. We receive the data based on the primary information. We make the decision based on the developed mathematical models, and we try to make the recommendations on optimizing the employment of the population based on the results of the decision. Then we try to optimize this labor relations, and of course, we go for the monitoring employment of the population and the labor relations. For this thing, we considering a general scheme where we will take the data reception module. Then we regulate this LMR into models. We have imitation model, conceptual model, as well as stochastic model. Then we try to make a decision making. Then we optimize the labor relations. Of course, we go with the reference of the evolutionary model of the genetic algorithm and the evolutionary model based on the polymorphism technique. So for this, we categorize this into two steps. We'll have employment and then optimal employment relations. Then we will have the probability model, differential genetic algorithm. Of course, we have the MI monitoring interface as well. So for the proposed system, for the first module, if we would have, then we'll have two modules. One module, the first module, will be dealing with the employment and labor relations, and here we will record the data. We will transmit the data for imitation, conceptual, and stochastic model. Then the decisions are being taken into. Then we'll have employment of population, which is being monitored and recorded in the database. While the second module will have the evolutionary model we'll have the probabilistic model as well for reference to the evolutionary model. Then we'll have reference to the model of evolution for the probability model for the case of differential genetic algorithm. Then decisions we are going to make based on the completed models. Then the employment of the population is being monitored and recorded. So I would like to show you actually how it is being done. So actually it is being displayed in the local language where you tend to analyze the data based on the date of birth, the passport, and of course the ID number. Then we will actually identify the occupational status of the population with respect
How
to
you
each
get
of
the
the
data set? Hello?
uh,
How you get the data set?
the
Data set link?
data set actually here we will have an online survey that we would categorize this particular information according to
How you
the info,
collected the data? You show me.
um,
That collect data you
on online actually we collected from mainly the employment agencies. Okay, also we have a national system even for collecting
oh
the
through employment
uh,
agency you collected.
uh, so we collect the particular real-time data, and of course, not only here, in most of the parts, employment remains a matter of concern, and definitely we have to balance this employment as well as the labor relations of a proposed visual system, and definitely we are going to optimize these procedures for a better future. So there are also technological functions of the software package as well. So we will have registration of users, controllers, and officials, monitoring of that particular employment. Then we'll have data editing as well, and we of course we can have data deletion and rewriting. Of course, we will have preparation of reports on the basis of inquiries. So I can conclude that these referred models were studied, but definitely it can be improved. And these parameters were adjusted according to this particular country, and the methods of the implementation were noted, and it was tested experimentally. So the result of modulation, we can change it to the information system, and the software product was created based on the studied models, and definitely will automate this employment relationship, increase the productivity by 20% and reduce the time by half of it. And definitely this program will create convenience for the population. So,
Right. Okay, all the best.
okay. Okay, ma'am. Thank you.